Hey guys, Marsingit here, bringing another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and so today we're going to be checking out the new Super Saiyan 3 Angel Goku versus Red Zone Fusion Zamasu. I know global players, we are very excited to be moving out of the Zamasu meta, right, with the release of the new Red Zone stages, but until we get the later final stages for this Majin Buu Saga one, and of course start getting all the anniversary, the Zamasu one is still kind of like the big bad event on global. Makes so many teams and so many units weird. Certain options on teams just become impossible to run, but I wanted to see how well these new units would stack up against him, because of course these new units being released on both versions at the same time, we would expect them to be good enough for the anniversary content, right? Because for JP they come out after the anniversary, so I thought it would be very interesting to test them out here on this event and see how we get on. So very interestingly, this is probably one of the first times in I'm not even sure how long that I've played this event and not gotten the AoE like directly in slot 1 straight away. It's kind of surprising. If I do... No, it's not going to do that, is it? I want to try and get the 6 orbs for Goku. 5 is fine considering we have the type advantage, but let's do this, and then I guess we'll just have to make do with 5 then, won't we? And then we've got Gotenks here as well, so let's do... I guess we'll just grab this one. So yeah, Goku obviously going to be pretty good against Zamasu. I kind of really wanted to see how much he was going to take from an AoE from our boy, like on turn 1. But of course, we the turn where we actually want the AoE to be in slot 1, it's not. So we'll see how we go here. I mean, Goku getting his attacks off first. He obviously raises defense with each of his super attacks, and he has 90% damage reduction on turn 1 before he even starts building up his passive. So because we got 3 supers, he technically has 105% damage reduction on this turn. So obviously he can literally only take double-digit damage from everything. Would have been great for him to have gotten a super there as well for that exact reason, but at least we have God Goku and we have Gotenks here, both of which type advantage and very good chances to dodge. So we'll see how that serves us here. We should be able to, with the way I've got the team set up, we should be able to get a Buu Saga unit on rotation with both the Gokus, or at least floating, so that we don't end up with a turn where we don't have a Buu Saga ally. Because of course that's the big thing you kind of have to remember with this AGL Goku, is to really get his full potential, get his actual full passive abilities unlocked, you do want to have a Buu Saga ally on the rotation. So yeah, post super, kind of crazy to think that Gotenks, the side banner unit that mine has 1 dupe, tanks that AoE for double digits, and God Goku took like, what was it, 25k? I mean, obviously the Gotenks is the newer unit, but still. Right, so we'll grab these. We've got the Dragon Fist Goku here. This is the friend one. The friend one is 55%, I believe. Most of the links at level 9 though, so that's really good. 122k defense start of turn with 90% damage reduction. So I think we can go ahead and do this. The STR Goku and Vegeta, of course, have 30% damage reduction, so they will probably take some damage from this, right? Yep, you get the dodge, and then 190k. Wow. That is a little bit more than I expected, but hey, look at that. We got our boy Angel Goku has the Ki Blast super attack counter, so that works perfectly. Smash that back at Zamasu, and then get his attacks off in slot 1. So Goku turn 1, obviously pretty much invincible tank, especially after supering. Not much going to happen to a unit that has over 90% damage, because like, if he gets 1 super, he has 95% damage reduction, but like post supering he still has over 300k defense, so like there's not much in the game that's going to be doing damage to a unit that has 95% damage reduction and that level of raw defense. And then of course if he gets an additional, then on turn 1 he just has 100% damage reduction. And then we've got Dragon Fist Goku, who gets massively juiced up by having this guy with all the links and everything. Mine only has 1 dupe, and he's dropping those kind of numbers, so very, very good. And then we probably will see with the additional supers here yeah, we probably are going to finish off Zamasu here with Goku and Vegeta. Which means by floating them off, we're probably not going to get to see them fuse, but that's fine. Oh, it would have been kind of good to not get another additional there, to be honest. Get the give the int phase one extra turn, but there you go. They got a couple of super attacks off, and we are on to the physical phase already. Kefla, I think she was in slot 7, right? This is her first time appearing. She is on Goku's 200% leader skill, so that is pretty good. Now, on this turn, we don't have the guard. It's actually kind of awkward. This is actually a pretty bad rotation, all things considered, because we've got 157k defense. He's got, what, this guy supered 3 times in the last turn, so he has 75% damage reduction. So, what does Zamasu's super attack actually hit for? Is it like 2 mil? Let's say it was 2 mil, right? And then minus 75%, and that gives us 500k, but then he has 157k defense, so he will still be taking around that sort of damage, which is bad for us because we don't have 500k HP currently. I can hope that Goku gets the dodge, I guess, but let's do that because we can't get 6 orbs. So hope that God Goku gets the dodge, and then we'll go ahead and do this. Kind of an awkward turn, but hey, there we go. It's because the starting rotations, I should have paid more attention to what they actually were and not floated off the Gotenks on the first turn. I should have kept him on rotation so that we had a Buu Saga ally on this rotation, but it is what it is. So of course, now by being in slot 2, we get our first super attack off. Not only has our raw defense gone up, but our damage reduction is now 80%. Then we get an additional, so it's 85%. So if he super attacks now, we are looking at very little damage from this guy. Double digits from the normals, of course, and then no super for him. So hopefully, Kefla got the 7 orbs, so she's going to do a decent amount of damage here as well. In fact, this could be quite a good setup. If he doesn't super on this first turn, that makes it all the more likely he is going to super on the next turn. And then I think we're on low enough HP to use the Dragon Fist standby. So this will be a pretty funky turn, because if he didn't super last turn, he's got to be supering this turn, right? You guys know I don't like using the app reset thing like in my videos, but I'm hoping he supers, right? Because I don't like wasting the Dragon Fist standby, but he didn't super in the first turn, so wow, he's still only supering in slot 2 though. Interesting. All right, so for Goku, we'll go ahead and use his active skill. This is only his 2nd appearance, so he's still got a lot of damage reduction, and by doing the super attack, we get our post-super defense. He doesn't have the effect. It doesn't matter which slot you use it him. Like, you can't use the active skill in one slot, move him into another slot, and then get like all the buffs. His one doesn't work like that, unfortunately. But go ahead and do this. Then the super's going to get automatically countered. So we can grab blue orbs for you. Also, we'll grab the same type orbs for everyone where we can, I guess. So you're at 380 basically. With he's supered a few times already, so he's got at least 75% damage reduction at this point. So he's not taking any damage. You've got the Dragon Fist ready to go. And we've got every link active. What ones are you missing? So you're missing Saiyan Lineage. And what have you got? I guess Saiyan Warrior Race? Yeah, Saiyan Warrior Race. So for Goku, my Goku has all of his links active on this turn. I'm going to get a nice big Dragon Fist counter here against Zamasu. So Goku, yeah, double digit damage for slot 1. We got our Buu Saga ally, of course, so we're getting the extra defense in the guard. We already did our active skill, so we got the super on super defense buff. And then, yeah, here comes the all the attacks. So this is the thing, right, is whilst Goku is losing that chunk of damage reduction as the turns pass, because he's stacking up the super attack damage reduction, like, really early on, you get a couple of those additionals in those first 2 turns, and, like, he's still got decent damage reduction, even though some of it has dropped off. Like, he's lost 30% before this turn, so he'll be at 60, but because he double supered, like, the turn before, or even triple supered for one of them, I think it was the one on the other rotation, that means even though his passive is dropping down to 60, he's still actually got, like, 75, And then if he's not getting supered until after he's attacked again in that turn, then it's going up to 80 or 85 or even 90 if he triple supers again. So the first 2 turns, especially if the super isn't in slot 1, like he's basically invincible for the first 2 turns, which is pretty cool. And of course, with the way you can build these teams, and so the power of some of the units that we have available, you can kind of win the game or win the event before his defense gets low enough to be a massive issue. Because now, look at all this crazy shenanigans we can do on this turn. Like, we can go ahead and get the fusion for Vegito here. So now this means we're not only going to get a full heal, which we don't really need, but we get the Scouter, which is going to make a huge difference to determine what we do in terms of who goes in what rotation, or who goes in which slot. But Goku should be able to fairly handily handle slot 1 if there's no super there. Now on this turn, yeah, see, the super is post super attack, so I think Goku, like, he doesn't even need to really do anything here. We could use the active skill, obviously. 157. So 157k, this is his 3rd appearance, so he's got 30% damage reduction still from his passive. But this one is the one from turn 1. He triple supered. And did he like double super on turn 2? So that's like 25% from the build-up part of his passive. So he still has 55% damage reduction on this turn. And then he's going to get another 5%. So he's going to go up to 60 after he supers. So, but of course, I mean, we just win this turn anyway, right? So we can... I want to see how much damage he actually does take from the normals. So I'm going to not use the active skill. So you can see him with his pre-active skill damage. Defense. He will take damage, I think, from the normals. Yeah, 17k. And then after he supers, not only is his defense going up, but we get the extra 5% damage reduction as well. So, yeah, he basically can't take damage from the normals here. I kind of want to see him eat the super. Yeah, there we go. We got the bad luck with the RNG. So, he's got, what, 60% damage reduction, about 380k defense. And he takes double-digit damage. So... that's still on turn 5. Like, when people saw his details on paper, people thought there was like, oh, you get to like his 2nd or 3rd appearance and he just gets destroyed. And like, I mean, Zamasu, of course, when we think about the anniversary content upcoming, Zamasu's not the hardest hitting boss anymore. But Goku tanking his super attack for double-digit damage with no support on the rotation on turn 5. So, yeah, pretty good. So Goku, very good. Of course, we would expect him to be good against the older meta now that we are into the newer meta a little bit. But yeah, Goku looking very, very good. Let me know what you guys think of him down below in the comments section. Obviously, we're going to try him out in a whole bunch of different events and on different team builds. Certainly having a lot of fun using him. I'm still yet to find what I think is like the perfect build for his team. But, you know, as I said at the beginning, when it comes to Fusion Zamasu, you can't always use the exact units you want to use on a setup because some of them just obviously get destroyed by AoEs. But this team definitely worked out very well. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Master Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.